Welcome. Hey, Allie, you beat me here. I know, pardon me, late to my own show. Let's hear. Singer instructions for art, embroidery, and embarrassment of quality in my own work. Yes. Oh, my little man. We're getting in trouble for being late to our own show. Because I had an anxious pee. Right? Like, oh no, I'm going to be late. And I finally fixed the top so we could wear clothes that we make and we need to wear. How is everybody doing this morning? Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, can you leave those bones alone? Welcome to Saturday morning. I'm your host, Phoenix Electra. Hey, Nick, long time no see. Yes, he did get me. He's like, come on, Mom. You need to give me snacks. Well, he's around here somewhere. Oh! Try to fix things up, and there they go, knocking things around. All right, let's get the snacks because, no, the cats are restless. I know, we made it to February 1st, and I was like, is it too early for roses and rosé and Valentine's-y things? Come on, Loki, he's distracted. Come on, Loki. Come on, little man. Oh, yay. Yes, the cats brought me to the machine. I know. Hopefully we'll be slightly less than horribly mediocre today. Marginally marginal. It has been a long time. I know. If we attempt to be consistent. So we're here and stuff happens. Oh! Dangerous. Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, we did so much rearranging. I get cranky. It's because I'm hungry. Not too early, but 25% tariff, of course. Yes. I will make sure. We will. So does that mean I need to stream for 15 minutes, 25% longer, or I need to just accomplish 25% more stitches, Mr. President? Illegal president, immigrant president. Ay. That's for tomorrow. Little man, all right, you can. He's distracted. Here, Loki, you can have one more. Then I gotta wipe my fingers off and get the little dude. You gotta get out of the drawer. You lost. Come here. Come here, troublemaker. Get out of the drawer. Okay. I have some scrap fabric that I love this one. Before we started reading the book, and I thought I wasn't terrible. And then we read the book, and we're like, oh my God. Who let me near a sewing machine? Because we are not great at this. Oh, Dove helped with the lighting, so hopefully, naturally, it's great. They keep teasing snow, and they are leaving me disappointed, but that is usually the case here. If you're above 5,000 feet, 2 feet of snow. Okay. Yeah. So Saturday, February 1st. Let me zoom the camera in so I can get a better look at the machine because we don't need to. So, yeah, what is that? We'll talk about that tomorrow. Hey, Loki. All right. I guess we can leave it big, and I think today I saw we're working. Let me attempt to put microphone near face. Venetian embroidery, I think, is the topic of the morning. And, I should probably share screen before we pull up the book and get the instructions. Okay, but you're not sharing. Oh, presentation, because I have to hit that button. Here we go. Venetian embroidery. I need to make you big because I can't read. Oh, is this like a color thing? All right, let's just read the instructions, kid. This embroidery is original in every particular. Okay, its unusual form, the capriciousness of its design, and its showy appearance form a style so entirely different from that of any other embroidery that one should carefully scroll the page so we don't jump ahead. What are you even seeing? Consider how it is going to be used before starting the work. All right, think ahead, kids. In order to ensure its proper application, we have seen it used as an embroidery, as an eider-down quilt cover with a handsome, well-arranged design in each corner. It is used with an equal distinction and elegance on drawing room. Looks like there's chair covers with splendid effect on sofa cushions. All right, are we going to do some home decorating and not just sew garments? Maybe so. In one case, a magnificent reception room suite of furniture covered with satin was ornamented with this embroidery. This design is an admirable piece of work, artistic in design. Yeah, how do we do this? And in combination of colors used. Oh, it's a good thing I got the color tab next to me. The effect was exquisitely elegant, presenting an ensemble full of delicate and charming coquetry. Its greatest merit, however, was due to the wonderful accuracy with which the work had been executed and to the fact. Actual photographic reproduction. This looks like horizontal strip. I'm so confused. Like I see it, but my brain doesn't understand what we're going to be doing. Get to the chat. Let's finish this part. Been done entirely by the daughters of its owner. If done by hand, the work would have been interminable. So this something, and I think I can see by the ornamentation that it looks like it takes forever. Ellie, in my private mindset right now, that is all full of fluff. Mr. Singer is awfully wordy. Yes, it looks like thread painting, sort of. Yeah, in little like horizontal stripes. Toy yellow flower looks better than that Singer. Oh, my yellow flower looks better than that Singer trash. Well, you are too kind. Oh, that is sweet. I don't know. I feel like the more I read, the less I started off so like self-assured, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. You're just gonna do it, and it's gonna be fun. And then you go and read the book, and you're like, wow, this feels so stressful. All right, let's see what's next, because I do not understand how this is worked. All I see is, let's see here, find a section. The stitches look like they're done, you do the design in these parallel fashions. Oh, that darn satin stitch. Or pieces of fabric and then tucked it. Yeah, what is this technique? Because I don't think I've done this ever. Having noted the style of this embroidery as shown in the accompanying illustration, yeah, we saw it. Tell me more. In this lesson, you will readily understand that the detail is to be repeated to the end. It is composed of stars and flowers with angular or slightly undulating petals, joined with stems or scrolls ending in the design, so as not to show any unattached ends. Okay. It may also consist of large, conventionalized roses, the petals of which should be divided in parallel lines, worked in graduated shades of color. The pattern should be stamped directly on bolting cloth. Well, we're just going to draw on what we have already. The material generally used for this kind of work, except when intended for furniture. Pardon me. When the foundation should be of satin. Use a number 00 needle. Outline the design in ordinary machine stitching as customary. Okay. Use number 00 silk for the upper and under thread. You will notice the sections into which the petals are divided are always even in number. Okay, let's take a quick peek back at this reference image, because so these are stylized roses. I think so. God, the more I listen, the more my eyes glaze over and my mind travels. Well, I know I'm trying to have a pleasant reading voice that hopefully we won't lull you to sleep with the narration, that you have horrible singers of each nightmares that get daymares. So if I'm understanding correctly, we're going to outline, and for these, we'll just do one petal because I think we're going to do an outline stitch. There's the center of our rose. We might just do one petal of this. I see a lot of color changes and practicing our seam stitch. Oh, right, Ellie, you wish you had your Singer needle chart to compare the 00 to modern needle sizes. Yeah, that was something I was like, that I have no comprehension, or does not compute. All right, are these perfectly 1/4 inch lines? Definitely not. Oh, are they using for the border of these rosettes? Is that the same? This from the scale up lesson last week? Where's that very last one that we did, that you go back and forth over the stitch a couple of times and then move to the next one, so it looks like you've attached a seed bead, but it's all an illusion with the stitches. Maybe in 2 different colors, or is that the upper and the lower are different colors of silk, so that you can see the bobbin thread pulled through a little bit on the tops? Maybe. Let's see here. I don't know. I don't know. I was having nightmares then. Right, fair. Well, hopefully we don't have any nightmarish stitching. But let's move the hoop over. Let's retrieve our project from the floor. Let's zoom into the machine a little bit. And we've got a reference image. That means I'm going to have to move all my teacups and coffee cups. All right, let's have a sip. Guess I got to move the beverages out of the way. All right, we're going to just pop these over here for now. right, let's move the camera and let's get stitching. Let's see here. That should be better. This little. All right, let's stop sharing for a second. Oh, can I? Oh. Thanks. Okay. Oh, that's right. We are like all coming apart at the seams right now. Yes, sewing is a giant mess sometimes. Let me pop the foot off. Oh, the first step it said was to outline. So we are just going to move our hoop over. I know, I said I was going to move the thing. But you know what I'm afraid to adjust? Words, Phoenix, words. Tilt the angle of the camera because Dove helped me put a ring light. But if I change the angle, then the light's going to show up because they don't move as a unit. Okay, but can we see well enough? Oh, you know, actually, haha, that'll be more fun. I found on this art fabric that I already have a couple of petals drawn, so we'll just pop in horizontal lines and ornament this one that's going to have this orange cutout already done. Hey Loki, what do you say, sweet boy? Alright, so let me grab up another writing utensil. I'm just going to plop down some horizontal lines. We'll stitch the lines so that we can know where we're going to put our rows of graduated colors. So from my understanding, I wonder if I should have done them this way. That doesn't matter. This is a practice, and they sure know how to make sure we're going to get in our thousands of hours of satin stitch. Since I jokingly called it Satan, that's the first one that wants to pop into my mouth instead of satin, even though I know it's not right. Hey, horror, welcome. You all prepped with games for your program later? I hope you're having a good Saturday. I am drawing horizontal lines so I can learn this fancy thing. Yeah, and all of these techniques on the machine, before they had machines, they were still decorating stuff with this by hand. And I say, no. I love this. I'm going to use the machine. All right, let me turn around, stand up. Oh, good. You were set up a week ahead of time. Oh my gosh. You are amazing. And everybody's got so many fancy assets and high production value. And then here's this disaster. Oy. But at least we're consistent and faster. I can say anything about anything. All right. My favorite. I love when my hair's long enough that I can use my pencils or paintbrushes, or I haven't tried to put shears up in my hair yet, which is probably good because, oh, so much bent cover. I can't find the right thing that is comfortable but doesn't raise me up too high, and I need to put little ties underneath the bench so that it doesn't slide around. We came for your bubbly personality. Oh, you're too kind. Oh, let's see here. Allie, I should see the quatrain tapestry machines. They were really some machine that replicated a pattern on a wall of machinery. The early machine. Yeah, oh my god. Alright, oh. I like my screenshot thing, so let me do a quick Control C and Control E. Oh, wow, holy moly. That is gigantical and a half. Alright. Just your waistband, sit up straight, put our smile on. I did not put my face on, but I did attempt to do my hair. The first couple of stitches. Oh, and I forget, we're supposed to use our left index finger as our presser foot and our right to move the hoop. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, from the 1790s to 1840s. So that's like when they started like the stocking knitting machines. Let's see here. Oh, where I bought some material. I credit you for this. You couldn't find curtains, so you just bought a material instead. Oh my god. We have another convert. Oh, good job, Horror. Oh, Ellie, let's see here. Some vests were made in this manner. Okay. I know, that's what I need some more of. I don't need more of anything. We did so many like petticoats and circle skirts that instead of having one united piece with all of the different petticoat layers with the pulls and the ruffs, to make a little belted garment with hooks and loops and ties, that we can just change things and mix and match our peaches. Yes, we're going to mix and match peaches. We have Joe Nut and the traditional yellow peaches. Well, we have white peaches. For your palate's pleasure. I don't know what's happening today. Panda Sub, that's what happened. I was on the Pandas on Fire. Actually, it was the On Fire with Phoenix show last night. That ran 3 hours. And I did my standard. I don't like to butt in, so I default to not talking. Plus the delay and all of us chatty ladies. Stacy and Jackie, Tiny, Havocs, whatever their nomenclature is. I'm just going to do the first slate and stitch section in the white that we already have done. We'll go to the thread tub. So, are you going to do this by hand? Do you need an iron? What's your... Tell me more. Solid, straight, checked. You're just going to whack them with grommets. We're putting an iron on hem. What did they say about how we were supposed to finish the ends? Some scroll work thing? So that there's no... Oh, so we're just going to like sew a little circle. And the back of it. We should probably go back and review, but what would the fun in that be? Alright, I'm going to leave... Oh, gonna be good. We're gonna cut the thread and pull it through. I need to go get my threadbare. Alright. Be in there, scraps. Oh. And the other thing, I need something on my bench where I can see where it is, because I might accidentally like fall off. Okay. And, this is more for a tomorrow thing, but I've been stewing in my head about the corded stays. I recut the pattern pieces, and what I'm going to use is the lining fabric. Little man, there's no snacks for you. Should we do blue like the example, or... No, Phoenix, you're wearing red and rose colors. We're going to make our red and purple and stuff. Alright, let's start with this magenta from... Oh my god, have your reading glasses on. Don't pull it farther from your face. Talano, America, I don't know. Cotton wrapped polyester, number 345. 196, 180 meters, this logical unit of measure, for 88 cents. Alright, let's do that one first, then we're going to do this white one. Alright, we're just going to thread her up. Yeah, so Dove got a text this morning, I guess last night, that he didn't act upon. But a friend of ours had this sent a picture and said, "It's free, would you like it?" And I know I shouldn't be resting my beverages on top of it. It needs a good cleaning, but it appears to be a mid-century Singer. The table doesn't have any drawers in it. The foot pedal is like this big. It's like a beast. Oh, Allie, that's right. What does Mr. Singer know about roses, right? He made it blue. He did make it blue. I cannot deal, blue roses are so hard to come by. Not the most common. Somebody was really like, I am making this one stylized. Maybe that's why it was only relegated for furniture coverings, because their color choices that they were recommending were so awful that folks were like, you cannot wear that on the bodice of that shirtwaist. Or that, wow, I've used the same words. Okay. That's not acceptable décolletage detail on that shirtwaist. Just no. Okay, we're supposed to be going up and down in a seam stitch. Sit up straight, close your mouth. We're not sewing with sewer face. Yeah, I can see definitely doing that beading stitch at the end to help to smooth out where okay. I want to bring you in closer, so let's see how this goes. I think okay. There might be a little bit of a disaster for a moment in our viewing switch, so hopefully can rectify that. Oh. I need to do my okay. We're back. Oh, Ellie, that's right. Ian does not wear a Chesterfield jacket. No Chesterfield jackets for you. Okay. Just chillax, Phoenix, and get back to stitching this Venetian embroidery. Going on coffee and hunger right now, so we're like buzzing. And I've got some tea, hibiscus. Alright, now the mic's in the way. Okay. There we go. So there's our top layer. And there's this magenta one that we're stitching on now. Okay, get my petticoats adjusted. Oh, yeah. But I think also that this, okay, slow down. The layering of the embroidery in this fashion is going to be very heavy and weighed down. So you need a good, stable foundation layer to make this work. I'm going to go back and repeat this line of magenta. Wow, Phoenix. That looks terrible. Ellie, it was the little island near Venice that I saw a Venetian lace corset for hot weather. So, Phoenix, stop your brain. Was it this type of solid? Was it words? Was it on bobinette or something fine? Oh my god. Okay. Now I want to make one. What was the back like? Was it bobinette or that a fine little thing? And the stitch, was it this type of a dense motif or was it more? But let's see here, Ellie. Well, groups I should say Venetian and Sebastian. Oh. Do you happen to know if there's any photos available from museum collections to peruse? Some were solid, but some with lace sections linking them. Oh, okay. So you could maybe do the more structural layer in this more dense fashion and then strips of more of a dainty lace pattern. That also sounds cute. And I was just looking at my busk collection. Because there's the other point lace that, was it, not point lace, did it look like needle made lace or the bobbin lace or Oh, they were very intricate. Some were all lace. Was there any appearance of boning or cording or other such structural elements? Or was it all just this like beautiful floaty little, I'm just here to be on to say I've got my undergarments on, but I don't really do anything but look fabulous. As if I need another, oh, it looked like bobbin lace. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna need an alternative because of all the types of lace, bobbin lace is, I love the look and watching people do it. I'm like, I don't know if my brain and hands would enjoy that type. No cording or boning, but a busk. Okay. So then so I'll rule out words. You can say wooden busk in the something, some type of a busk in the front. So then it must have laced it up the back. Any bust gussets or hip gussets? Oh, I should be stitching. Oh, that, who took a bite out of that stitch? That just sounds spectacular. See? Something's wrong under the hood here. What's going on? You're getting like chewed. No gussets. Okay. So everything was just kind of pressed super flat then. Or, well, okay. Oh, because that was the time where everything was like flat. Everything was like pushed way. Oh, you don't need to yell into the microphone. Like your boobs were underneath your clavicles and smushed super flat. I know, Allie, truly mastered lace work for the highest degree. Imagine making a lace panel that form fits the wearer. Yeah, I can, because now I want one. And that would be like one of my masterpiece works on my list of. I think that would be a wonderful test of skill and patience and design. It would look so adorable under that chemise a la reine also. My hard part was something that is we have a top that comes down pretty dramatically to a waist. There's no room between the end of my rib cage and the top of my hip bones is literally 1 inch. I don't have a lot of room to work with. So that silhouette of, oh, I can't stitch if we're not threaded. That long, like that cylinder silhouette, I need to fake it somehow because That's not the one I have. Now I'm going to start drawing these motifs. No, but we can start drawing. But we also need to cut the... Oh, that's for tomorrow. Right now we're just practicing this silly satin stitch Venetian lace. For this, we haven't even gotten through one flower yet. We're like, shimmer. Alright, drive the correct direction. It's not catching. What's going on here? Look at this, I just can't sew. What's happening? Or is it that this... Ah ha ha. Okay, I have to slow down. This modern embroidery thread is very much more narrow compared to my older poly cotton. So I have to really make sure to do better the part that I don't do good, i.e. all of it. Slow your feet down. Phoenix, did you have any protein? No. Are we running on caffeine and herbal tea? Yes. Okay. Make sure that we're smiling because this is always fun. We have our concentration phase or our angry phase that we're not good. People will know. But if we smile, we can have all the thoughts in our head and we can trick our brain and others into thinking that everything is going perfect. Just the way we like it. Do all of the horizontal lines and then at the end redefine those sections with the bead stitch. Which, having applied beads as trims and notion before, I don't know which, I think in the amount of time, kind of on par. It's just having enough beads sometimes is the issue. If you're faking it with thread, I have to do a combination of both because why not just add more stuff on it? Oh, Alien Army doesn't march on herbal tea. Maybe need some beef jerky. I do have some beef jerky in the fridge. Beef jerky and hardtack. I should make some crackers. The blog needs attention. And I need a loaf of bread. Let us consult the tub. Oh no, we've got to trim this down do our little squirrely cue, like whatever they said. And don't ask me if I needed a snack. And I was like, I don't like to eat on camera. I think that's gross. And B, no dirty fingers in the sewing room. That's right, we've got plans. These shades of rose and purple, they would find this a very unaesthetic and unattractive pairing of colors. But way better, the Pantone or whatever color of the year that was this like poop brown, or no, it's more like drab military brown stuff. Army brown, I don't know. Just not nice. I mean, functional, but okay. You wanted lack of personality for the year. Not me. We are going to need to be OTT. This ongoing joke about sewing old-fashioned underwear while wearing old-fashioned underwear, and how misleading it can be of like, so other things, and then just have this like full chemise and everything covered with a petticoat or three. Sewing in a sandwich. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think trends are usually overrated, and no. Ugh. Don't like it. And that one was just such a bad. It is a marketing BS. Weird group mind think stuff, and the more jaded and cynical part in my brain. Like, what an interesting psyop color. Like, the messaging between that particular sheet just gave me a funny feeling in my tummy. Didn't like it. Oh, but I think the aprons are supposed to get to where they're supposed to be soon, and I can't wait to hear. I hope they're good. I hope they're enjoyed. I know they're good. Oh, let's see here, Allie. That is soup, sewing, and a sandwich with a fur ball. Yes. Oh, my boob doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, that sounds so messy. I can't have that much in the sewing room. I'd go crazy. I enough I've got all these beverages. Unfortunately, there's no cats. Soup, sandwich, and a stitch. Oh. My thread broke. That's not really helpful. Oh, do I know how to speak English? Nope. What's going on here? The back's not all jacked up, right? Let me just trim this down here. Alright, you're flush. You don't look shitty. Why are you... What's going on here? I'm super excited to hear later at some point what Horror did with these curtains. How's this going to happen? We might this afternoon, if I feel up to it, drive into town. Because I'm curious to see the state of the Jillians, since they... Do you think that the company's filing bankruptcy for the second time in 12 months, are they going to start liquidating and closing stores? Because I'm supposed to be on this note, not buying... I got enough stuff. Oh, forget that there's that the thread runs better. It's unwinding towards me. Is that, I don't know, something. Words. Need my thread assist. Okay, get in there. Yeah, so I'm curious, except I'm also afraid to go to Jillian's. I don't need anything, and I don't want to be tempted to buy stuff, but I don't... Okay, this might be... My brain and my hands and my mouth are trying to fight with each other. My feet are trying to drive too fast. My hands are being too slow. Oh, it's scary. I think they have been liquidating for a couple of months. Interesting. That's what the pictures look like. Everything just... I'm afraid to go when I see something for a really good price. But I don't need it. Something would have to be at an amazing price and be really oh my god, I cannot function in a costume shop without this. I can't think of anything on that list right now. I think I made this block too wide because the stitches at the ends are pulling the bobbin thread through quite a bit, but it kind of looks cute. Oh, let's knitting. I feel pessimistic about Joanne's future. Yeah, your local store seems to be fairly well stocked, but they had way too much Christmas left. We went just a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I can't. I haven't gone since last year sometime. So I'm just curious. Just to see if there's a really good deal on something. We'll see. I'll be able to report back tomorrow. Okay. It doesn't look so good. This seems vanilla. Let's... Okay. Oh yeah, there's our rose. I just keep scooching my chair down so I can not lean over and be twisted. Don't sit serpentine. dig. Stitch a little bit somewhere. That bead stitch that we learned last week was pretty fun, so I'm kind of excited to get this horizontal section completed. Oh, that's right, and there was a lot left on that page. You hardly read it. We've got a lot of reading left. We'll get this petal done. We'll sell all the petals before we get practicing with the singer's manual of how you feel like an effective sewer. Should be the singer's manual for shaming sewists. But it's good. It's kind of one of the topics was kind of like we need to bring back making the words phoenix. Is there an acceptable and appropriate level of shaming someone if you think that they're making poor choices? I don't know. Oh, that's funny. This grid looks a lot like the very first one. It's good that we spaced them out a little. Oh. No, no. What differentiation is not coming out perfect. Oh, haha, it's not attached to the board. Let me hold this up so I can maybe see a little bit better. Where's the petal we're working on? Here. It's white, magenta, purple, a magenta elite level. But oh, Allie, the singer manual of point out what is wrong with me and my error of my ways. Pretty much that's how this book makes me feel too. And from reading other type written materials, at least in the sewing and dress garments, it just was so much more normalized. Yeah. It's there's something about the words, yeah. Book just makes you feel a certain way. And it's not the only one. It's such a common theme. I don't know what color to pick up next. And I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, some sort. Okay. I'll just use up this one real fast. We've got this white, magenta, purple, magenta. I'll just do another purple and see if we might be able to use up this tiny bit on this spool. You know what might get me at Jones if they have a whole bunch new thread, or like a multicolored giant pair of threads. Even though I have that whole tub. I've got bigger. I don't need more thread. Phoenix, you don't. You are not from need. And you are blessed. Okay. I do have so much to choose from. I know. I'm like, you don't. There's a lot of similarities, there's a lot of differences. I'm not... Yeah, we have quite a few choices. And there's those novelty ones. There's our metallic gold and silver. And I think there's a blue and a green. Like, yeah, I need... that brain dopamine of like, I want something new, and I was stuck back and I'm like, Phoenix, make yourself something new. You have stuff. You can have new every day of the week and twice on Tuesdays. Just look within. Look within. Sorry, I'll try to keep it. I need to make sure I keep that hand out of the way so that we can see the stitches flopping down. I think we're gonna do it. I see an empty spoon coming. Which also means that this block is going to be duo colored. They had like super metallic. I don't need it. That's the reason I want to go to town and look at the Joann's, but also my brain and the Magpie shiny new. I did so good. I haven't bought anything. I haven't buy groceries. That new sewing machine was free. It wasn't my fault. Needs a good cleaning. It's kind of dusty, but I'll open it up so we can take a good look tomorrow, and maybe we'll electrics look good. So maybe plug her in, and that it is a faux drawer front panel, so it looks like it has the presser foot. Hopefully it's a shank style that I have, or maybe that will be who knows. I shouldn't. Shush, Phoenix, shush. Oh, maybe this is going to be a multicolored layer because we're almost at the end and I still see thread on the spool. I'm going to make sure that this end is very densely packed with color because we're finishing up this spool. Even if I have to start the bead stitching. Okay, yes, it must be coffee time. Let's see here. And were too many people shopping on Amazon and Walmart? Yes, very much so. And I like to touch things. I'm very tactile. In certain things, does the fabric feel nice? Or, I mean, it's not, who am I talking? It's not that I don't order from Amazon. I avoid those two as much as possible. Yeah, I need to do better about Amazon. Walmart, I don't usually shop there, but yeah. We really shouldn't make excuses about it being a place. It's a long drive to go to town to get stuff sometimes. I was going to start the bead stitch. And it's good to get out and support small businesses. This is absolutely true. And there are those, yeah, there is a local equivalent member-owned, don't smack your tongue, that's gross. That's something like Walmart. This is also true, horror. Shopping on Amazon is time-consuming, yes. And so much of it is dropship. The quality, I think it's just, yeah, something is not right under the hood here. Oh, why do you look funny? It's just lazy, and that's why people like it. It's true. You don't have to leave the house. It just comes to you. Yeah, maybe I should try to get out and be more sociable. But that means leaving the house, right? I think I was pressing too hard down on the bead dogs. It wasn't moving nicely because I was squishing it. Yeah, the quality really isn't that good. I've been finding big bags of tea for a pretty good price. Wait, I don't have enough flavors. Once I go to the local tea shop in town. Darn it all. I don't think we did a really great job on the bead stitch on this section. Oh, we still have thread left over. Alright. Let's continue on with this bead stitch because I am not putting the spool back with thread on it. I refuse. Alright, Allie is back. That reminds me, I should take a drink. So I'm getting thirsty. We're just practicing our bead stitch in between these layers while we just use up the last of this thread because it's in my head that I can't put it back with any thread on it, so we're using it. Oh, itchy. Dusting and cleaning with everything just makes me want to take some Benadryl in a bath. Maybe we'll do that later. So this bead stitch, we just go back and forth 5 or 6 times on the same stitch. And then we advance and then we repeat. It just gives it this little raised, it looks like you stitched a seed bead down. When I saw bead stitching in the book, it made me confused because in crochet lace, when they say bead stitch, they mean something that you can slide a ribbon through. There's like a detail, and then across a horizontal section to thread ribbon through. So here they meant it looks like a bead, literally. Which is also fun. Okay. Let's just get to the end here. Got 2 more panels to. Ooh, no. Finish the bead stitch. We've got 2 more horizontal sections, and then we'll see how the book shows us next. Reminds us that we will never be a master artisan, machine embroiderer. I mean, we can't even say the words right. You can kind of see in between it's a little bit puffed from the bead stitch. I'm going to be dreaming of a lace corset now, and we're doing it with all machine-made lace. That's the way they roll around here. Because, I've been thinking about this all week before you brought that up, even Ellie, because wouldn't it be fun to use the water-soluble stabilizer as the background for the lace, so it can have the appearance of being even more fine and meshy, gauze-like. And it would add a little bit of stabilization. Of course, I moved the little pieces to see, because they kind of move. They don't feel like terrible. And I think we do have a whole bunch of white tulle also, so I could use either of those as our base layer. Did the proportion seem to be what was the time period of these undergarments, so I can think about the general shape of them? I guess I could do whatever I wanted. Oh, as long as they don't end up feeling like a slime bog. Right, that's only during the drying process. So fortunately they don't dry slimy or tacky feeling, which is nice because, yeah, so funny. I'm not usually one who, depends on the day that I get grossed out by touching things. Never mind. Oh, that's really funny. I had just enough to do all of the bead stitch before the thread ran out. Well, that's cute. Let me just finish this off and then I'll pull this back. It might be hard to trim. Yes. Oh, you saw 1880s, but I think they had earlier too. Okay. So that's the okay. Oh. I have a notion of what that looks like. Oh, I should just stop. Now I blubbered it up, making it tufted. Oh, that's good. It didn't attach. I know the Venetian was up to recent times. Okay. I think I just butchered that word, but Sabatian. Multiple, yes, that's what I was thinking also. So it's the act of having a lace foundation layer is not uncommon, and as time drifted on, the silhouette changed to what was fashionable. And I wonder if it would have been a good way to use up little stretches of lace that was also used on the outer garments. You happen to have just like little sections. Here we have our, oh, there we go. Here's our sections. Audio, oh no. Am I here? Am I backcourt? Let's see here. Plugged in, plugged in, plugged in. Nope, you're bad. Okay. That's all right. I think also the mic was behind my face. But there's that. We'll do these last two petals and then we'll see how subpar our skills are next. But this Venetian embroidery with the satin stitch and the beaded details in between, it in and of itself is not a very complicated, more complicated than anything we've looked at so far. And it's a good way to practice that satin stitch because that's all it is. Okay, sweet. Thanks, Allie. Thanks, Horror 2. Thanks, folks, for helping make sure that the that the tent doesn't blow away. During all of our shenanigans. Oh my gosh. Welcome, everybody. We've got a good row. I forgot to say, make sure to drop your ticket at the door before the velvet ropes go up at the first 100. We are on our way to 500 on the rumbles, and we got back up to 100 on the tubes. If you like this craziness, we are reviewing the Singer instructions for art embroidery, practicing the Venetian embroidery technique. And then we'll go back to doing a little bit of reading. This is definitely a more fun way to practice the satin stitch. 500, that's a goal. We're not there yet. No, I'm only at 156. I think we made it up to 156 so far, so like we're 40 away from 200, but we'll see. That's like, we'll see. I know those are lofty goals, but it's like, let's dream big. Why say 200 when we're only 40 away? Let's make it sound good. Just shooting for the stars. I know. For such a niche content where there's like we'll see. No, I'm gonna continue to dream big. It's something to work towards. Yeah, we're so far away. There's no point in having one of those like counter thingamajiggers. Like, you are 325 million away from your goal. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm glad. Well, good work trying it. Yeah, I realize Rumble Studio definitely does not work for everybody. I feel too inept to fully get OBS working and the ingress, all these things. But there's production things that I am contemplating wanting, as we discussed previously, that Rumble Studios, I think, is letting me down. But the things that I like about... I don't know yet. I know all the you and all these like fancy high production video assets.
Lighting looks great.
Oh, thanks. Different pieces that I feel too dumb to do and go back and forth of what would be nice and enhance what we do here rather than just yep, I'm using Rumble Studio now. Correct. Since I switched from they moved me over from Wave.video, though I do still pay for my subscription to have the assets at my fingertips. But yeah, and the biggest reason I keep using it is this chat feature. It does work for me for the most part. Yup. But though that's my camera goes in. I use the OBS virtual camera, and then the audio, I just pull that in from OBS into Studio. Is what I've learned to do, and I know just enough in OBS to flumble by and when people randomly give me tutorials. Yeah, I think I'm like one of the only people. Everybody so many high production channels with fancy assets. The studio definitely does not meet their expectations and needs. The audio is coming in through my OBS. Because I had... Yeah. Because that's one of the things that has tripped me up sometimes with the software is them wanting to think that I don't like the noise canceling feature. Because it tries to take out the sounds of the sewing machine. I don't like that. Hey Jess, welcome. I hope you've been having a good Saturday. Yeah, if you're using OBS, through my virtual camera, it just pulls the video and the audio feed. I think you're just using your mic, not through OBS. Oh, where is my mic? Oh, no, I'm talking to my mic. I see it in my OBS, my mic going through there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if... I don't know. You can do it, little dude. Oh, cleaning and listening. Perfect. That is just... And I know, Allie, you're here for that treadle sound. That made me mad. I know. That's... Hey, make me mad too, because I'm like, oh, the sound of the treadle is just so nice. Okay, so Hori, you're saying that OBS is registering, but Studio ignores the audio and you're using your mic through Studio, you think? That is a possibility. And Allie, like I was this close to writing very strongly worded letter. I was this close to filing an official complaint. I know. Right? I know, that's what some of the novelty is. The sewing. If it's not my bubbly personality, the sweet sounds of the treadle machine are just so aesthetically pleasing. Mute my mic in Studio. Okay. I am in Studio and I am muted, but it's still registering my mic. So let me toggle over here. Is there... Okay. I am muted in Studio. And now I'm unmuted in Studio. Let me see. What say you, Horror? I'm back to the settings I'd had. Did you hear me when I was talking? Did you hear me when I was trying to talk to you? But I can still hear you. Oh, so you if I was muted in Studio, then you shouldn't be able to hear me. Okay, so maybe it is going through OBS. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea, because I know that for all the smart audio tech folks, the lack of audio controls is an ongoing complaint. Ooh, Justin's got a new video. I will have to go check that out later also. Oh, and you think Civil War era type colors and quilts. Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah, I don't know. There's Rumble needs to really do a better job having a spokesperson show off the regular updates of their of their products. They're working so hard, but they're terrible about letting folks know or how to find it. I think it was Gafo who showed me pointed me in the direction of how to figure out how to get the chat to show up on screen. I don't get it. I know, Allie, you are a smart analog person. This digital stuff gets to me. Yeah. I just remember my friends sitting on the head time at the recording studio. Back in the other life that was music school. I know, I haven't forgotten. We do need to finish that winter costumes. I'm trying to plan big things, but I think we need to do a little bit of finish it up February before we start too many big new projects. Ooh, Just Likes reproduction fabrics and quilts. That is fun. I prefer VHS to DVD or Blu-ray. Yeah, so much stuff was better in the analog flavors. Except the amount of space things seem to take up. Alright, let's do this last piece. Strips, that's the word. Can I help you? Do you okay. come give me a reason to take a quick break for a second. What program am I using? The streaming software is Rumble Studio with some imports for my camera and audio through OBS, because Rumble Studio kept trying to cancel out the sweet sounds of the sewing machine, and that is unacceptable. I don't. Yep. Yeah. So for simple stuff, Studio works fine. If you're fancy, then it doesn't work. Yeah, as well. It doesn't, not that it doesn't work completely. Let's see here, where I prefer looking at vinyl but listening to MP3s, right? I had the same thing when I started using reading on my phone with my Kindle app. I love books. I love the amount of space books take up on my device and not on shelves. Yeah. I can't deny it. And for the longest time, I was like, oh, this is going to be terrible. I'm not going to enjoy reading on my phone because I have a fancy device. But I like it so much. So much easier. Especially at night in bed. Having to hold the flashlight between your teeth with the blankets pulled up over your head with your little ear hole to breathe not hot air, holding up the book in your little nook. It just, I miss it, but not that much. Oh, Ellie, in my world, most of what there is not a digital download. Yeah, that is another problem. So hopefully folks are attempting to digitize as much as they can, because those papers aren't going to last forever. No, right? Allie, no, 1870s digital downloads. Well, I guess, seems unfortunate that places didn't. You never know what's going to be needed and valued in the future until we don't have it. And you're like, why didn't somebody think when the times were changing to mimeograph or Xerox or carbon copy a copy? And them all. Ooh. We are not stitching Dora pretty. My brain is like, let's read the next section and see how we're going to be shamed for these terrible satin stitches. I just love that I see that because my brain tries to slip in the Satan stitch again. No. I need to get people wrapped up because my brain likes to slot in the wrong word. Okay, let's trim this, pop this off. We'll take a peek at what this looks like. And then we'll do a little reading. So just try forward, kids. Here we go. There are different shades of purple and mauve. And a little bit of bead stitch before we stop doing the bead stitch. All right, what does the manual have next for us to read? Start screen share. Over to that window. And all right, there's their example. Oh, am I showing the right thing? Did I forget to put it in presentation mode? No, we're still there. Oh, thank you. Yeah, theirs was that blue and white, and I decided we're gonna do mauve, purple, and all right. Now if we can remember where I stopped reading. What was on this page? All right, then silk. Oh, again with the perfectly even. Let's see here. There must be something. Pattern should be stamped, double O. Petals divided, parallel lines. We read that. Ooh, oh, reinforcing at the point that end done. With 3 extra stitches on top as done on the raised embroidery. Stitch 1 across the parallel line referred to end. Now cover the oh, there was this whole fancy way of starting and stopping that we completely ran over and neglected. Oops. The raised embroidery. Oh, this is where we're supposed to be stitching way better, and we kind of went all willy-nilly. Embroidery, keeping the stitches close together and perfectly even. The stitches should begin at the sides and end at the parallel line. Ooh, I guess we should have read more before we did our first one. Oopsies. The spaces that form the section to be covered with these stitches should not be filled or padded to make them stand out in relief, as is done in raised embroidery. Okay, well, it's a good thing we didn't even think about that. In the first section, as well as in the following, great care should be taken to have each stitch begin exactly at the outer edge of the petal. You will not have to be so careful about the stitches entering the divided lines of the sections, as these should be covered by the stitches put in to fill the next section. We really should have read the... Yeah, we screwed up. Again, I know. Well, this time we thought that who needed to read the full section before we started. I was like, I understand what's going on. Let's do this. And somehow there's this whole fancy starting and stopping thing that we said, I don't need to do it that way. I'm just going to do it my way. I will never be good enough for Mr. Singer. No. How are we going to get shamed next? Oh, these books are so good. So good. As soon as one section is filled, run 3 lines of stitching across the section, covering the ends in the perpendicular stitches so as to form a new line to take the place of the original dividing line, which has been covered by them. I don't even know what these words mean. I mean, I do, but we really flubbed up from the superimposed line in the stitching. Stitches that are to fill the second section should start. These stitches must be perfectly uniform and run in parallel lines at the end of this second section. You will again place 3 rows of stitching, crossing the stitches already. Can you stop eating? Oh! Hey! No, stop. Stop. Get back here. How? I think I know what part of the problem is, because there's no point in talking into the microphone. It's not plugged in. Okay, so I don't know which mic I was just running off of. I don't know what was happening. I do know that a cat was chewing on my microphone cord, so that was fun. And we didn't, I know, and we didn't subsect the subsections. Nope. So, yeah, we failed. Cat's trying to destroy our audio, and I understand what the end effect is supposed to be, but Kitty was having my audio cable snacks, and that is unacceptable, little man. Trying to sabotage the show. Not again. But it is the subdivide. But I said not to do like a padding stitch. I'm going to have to go back afterwards and read these words again. Because I'm like reading them, but my brain is not comprehending exactly what's supposed to be happening. What I do see is a little cat thinking he deserves more snackies, and he's trying to get into the snack sacks. And it's not happening. How much? Yes, only through wailing storms, through attacks of savage beasts, we shall persevere in our embroidery adventure. Or is it a misadventure? Our misadventures in machine embroidery. Singer sets us up to fail. I think so. Because I'm going to have to pretend in my head that the end effect that we had was similar to the end effect from their blue rosed illustration. Was it great? No. But did we get there? Yes. So, we're going to call it good? Maybe. Literally, I do not understand what things were supposed to be. I don't know. I do not understand. I'm like dense about it right now. I don't get it. We're just going to continue. Oh, how many more words are they going to say? Oh, there's a lot. That was a spider. Oh, see, they had a cutout center too. Okay. I think there's a whole bunch of steps. Okay. I don't understand. My brain hurts. It was a lesson partially learned. It was, and I think I might have to call it a show for today, so I've got some nourishment in me so I can come back tomorrow, because my brain hurts from that section, and we'll have to complete the Venetian lace next week. But thank you so much, everybody. It's been great. If you need something video, let's see here. There's all sorts of fun stuff going on right now. And I've got, I have something figured out for tomorrow. They could talk for hours then, right? Ay. Thank you, everybody. I need to go have some food and use the little clown room, but you don't need to hear that. Stop your yammering. I'm going to call it a show. I appreciate everybody. Don't wait till tomorrow to be fabulous today, and don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. Keep stitching. I'll be back tomorrow at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time to work on some type of a garment, because there's lots of garments cut out and they have to be finished before I can cut something new. And do I want to cut new stuff? Always. All right. Have a great day until then. I'll see y'all later. Bye.